I'm only joking. Congratulations again and good luck in the awards next week. So our next speaker is Will Sibley from TOPdesk, and he's going to share some of their customer stories and how their tool enabled them to succeed. Do we have Will on the line?
Yep. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfect. Hi, Will. How are you today?
Yeah, very well, thank you.
Good.
I should just be clicking slideshow.
Yep, we can see that.
Excellent.
Perfect. Over to you.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Will Sibley, and I'm going to be talking to you about how some of our customers have configured Reservations Manager in TOPdesk to help them ensure a healthy workplace and learning environment. Oh, is this click going to work? Yep. So I'm Will Sibley. I'm the key account manager for the education sector at TOPdesk UK. I've been an account manager for over 7 years now with TOPdesk, but the education sector group itself is fairly recent, only in the last 2 years or so. We formed it because education is our largest sector in the UK, and we wanted to be able to focus on helping our customers with dedicated expertise and advice essentially that they need. So for the next 15 minutes, I just wanted to share with you a new way in which we've been advising our customers to use the reservations planner in TOPdesk, why we need it now and the benefits that this potentially could bring. And I will then show you an example configuration of this and answer any questions you might have as well. So yeah, to begin, TOPdesk has had a dedicated reservations management module for a while now. Traditionally, before COVID, it was used by customers for meeting room bookings, but also asset bookings as well, with customers using it to enable rooms, laptops, other IT equipment, audio-visual equipment, vehicles to be reserved from the self-service portal, but also add services to these reservations as well. So for example, if you book a meeting room, it may be that you want to add catering services to that booking as well. So that's something that the reservations management module allowed you to do. Over the last few months, however, probably more than a few months now, due to the impact of Corona, and I'm sure I don't need to go into any detail about the impact of this with you all, the way in which our customers have started configuring their reservations modules has actually adapted and changed. And we've been helping them, and in a lot of cases being guided by them for their best practice advice to help enable safe work environments for staff and students. As we know, crisis leads to innovation. So I'm going to show you how a number of our customers have configured their TOPdesk environments to meet their new requirements and the benefits of doing so. It's also important to say that other reservations and booking tools that you may use can probably work in exactly the same way and can be useful for this as well. So you don't necessarily need TOPdesk to be able to do this. So why do we need workplace reservations now? Well, as you all know, with limits on how many people can work in certain spaces, the need to socially distance is key in keeping a safe work environment. Keeping our regular seating plans has pretty much largely been impossible, so new workspaces are required. So whereas before maybe 90 to 100% of employees would be in an office at any one time, or library desks and workspaces may have been at full capacity, now perhaps only 10 to 20% of that capacity can now safely work together. Hot desking as well, where before may have been used only by a small percentage of institutions for their staff, is now pretty widespread. And managing those hot desks is important, both as a manager, a member of staff, but also as a customer, to make sure that it's safe for me to go into work, for example. And also, whereas before a student may have been able to just wander through the library looking for a spare desk or a PC to sit down and use, now a bit more planning and information may be required. So we need to be able to control what resources are available and who can use them and when they can use them. Before as well, keeping a clean working environment was important, but now the level and frequency of cleaning has also increased. So when a reservation is made, being able to limit who can use the same workspace afterwards, but also have the ability to assign maybe cleaning services to a reservation, or after every booking, it's possible to maybe ensure half an hour gap is blocked out to prevent any potential overlap in attendance. So allowing a student to pack up and leave their desks before the next person arrives, for example. This is also allowed to allow time for cleaning staff potentially to arrive and make sure spaces are safe to use for the next customer. So automatically assigning cleaning services to the end of a reservation and giving the cleaning staff notifications of when cleaning is required is also possible when using reservation management tools, or even if it's just for them to do a visual check of the space before the next person comes in as well, just to give them a notification that they should go and do that at specific times. We also want to create awareness among our customers. So there may be a lot of conflicting information floating about, or just basic information available. Maybe they only hear it from the news or word of mouth, but having a specific place where the guidelines for your institutions are available is also important. So being able to show these guidelines and give this advice in a reservations planner itself, so they're clear and easily accessible when someone is planning on coming into campus, is helpful and ensures everyone understands and knows the new rules and regulations. So for example, knowing what to do when using communal vending machines in the library, or understanding a one-way system, or where hand sanitation stations could be examples of information you may like to provide in FAQs or service pages. But also, quite importantly as well, making sure that the university or college can take measures to track people is also now becoming essential. So using reservations bookings means that we now know who is using what resource and when they were using it. So if, God forbid, someone does fall ill, it's important to know where they were, which equipment they used, but also who may have used it before and after them, and who was near them, for example. So what does this look like in TOPdesk? So if I just exit this presentation quickly. I'm going to give you two examples today. This is a specifically configured environment just for the reservations side of TOPdesk, but I'm going to show you an example of what it may be like if you wanted to use reservations just for a member of your IT staff, for example, or members from a single department at a single building, but also what it could look like if you wanted to push it out to students and have multiple buildings and multiple different areas that needed to be reserved and spaces need to be booked as well, and how that could be configured, and how, as I said, how our customers have also configured this. So if I just log in here. A few unfamiliar with this, this is TOPdesk and a sort of mock-up of a self-service portal within TOPdesk. I've also got another one that I can show you to see how this could be combined into more of an enterprise service management portal. But here we've got some tiles here that are available for me. So I've got an information tile, maybe coming into the office, welcoming me, giving me some information. But also on the right here, again, we're presenting more information to the customers. We've got a news article here, which is essentially a knowledge-based article or an FAQ, giving me information about the guidelines about coming back into the office. You could also, because it is linked in with the ITSM tool and the ticketing system, you can also present incidents to the self-service portal as well. So these may be things like having an automatic door issue. As a customer, I can see that there's an issue with the automatic door on the first floor of the library. I need to use the main entrance, or use hand washing facilities if I do touch the door handles, things like that. It's all about presenting information so people feel safe. So as I said, I've got two examples here. So reserving an office workspace as a single department. So I know that it's just one building that I go on to day to day. So if I click on this tile here, basically this brings up a service page within TOPdesk. So this is basically the service catalog in TOPdesk, but it's been reconfigured for reservation services. So again, presenting information about the building that I'm working in, letting me know information about the desks that are available here, and then giving me on the right about where I can book the desk. So if I click on the first floor as an example, this will bring up the reservations planner of all the new hot desks that are available on the first floor of my department. So here I've got a calendar view. I can see all of the hot desks here, and I will be able to see who has booked things out and when. It doesn't necessarily need to show you who has booked it out. This can be anonymous as well if you're worried about student anonymity. But what you see here is between 11 and 3 today, there's a booking at this hot desk. It's blanked it out for half an hour either side of that, so I can't reserve after 3 o'clock for half an hour, so that again, potentially cleaning services can come in, or giving me that time period so that I don't have to run into this person while they're packing up, for example. If I want some more information about the hot desks, I can click here. I've seen customers have images here of the actual desks themselves, also maps. So if I'm not sure where exactly this hot desk is, you can put a little map here to show and highlight that particular desk so that they know exactly where to go. But again, then if I just want to book a reservation, I can just say I want it between these times, highlight the time that I want it at, click next, and then basically submit this request. You can have things requiring approval as well. So you can say, actually, if you want to book these rooms out, we would like to approve them, or they can just be automatically approved there. And I just need to submit that request, and it will essentially book that meeting room, book that hot desk for me. I can also make this recurrent and attach documents to that reservation if I need to. So if you can have it again as an option, you don't have to have things made recurrent, so you can avoid students continually booking out the same hot desk again and again and again. So let someone else have the opportunity to do that. But maybe for internal hot desks, you may want a recurrent reservation for Monday morning for a specific person, for example. If I go to a building as well, so maybe if I'm a student and I've come in and I want to reserve a space maybe at the library, here I can see the buildings that are available to me for room booking. I can say, actually, I'd like to reserve a space in the main library. And again, very similar to the last one, I can see the details about the workspaces that are available. You can choose to give information here. We can also present FAQs specifically about buildings as well if you want to. So these knowledge-based articles can be specific to the service that I've clicked on, but again, the service in this case is actually a building that I want to reserve a hot desk in. So here I can click on that FAQ again and see the information that's suitable for me to be able to work in there safely. And just like before, I can use these icons to choose which floor and which location that I would like to reserve. If I click on this hot desk, for example, you'll see something slightly different as well, where we've actually linked a standard service to the reservation. So what that means is, whereas before in the office, maybe we can trust people to clean the hot desks themselves, maybe we provide them with wet wipes and our staff members can wipe down the hot desks that they've used. Maybe for more public areas, we want to be a little bit more a little bit safer within that and take responsibility for cleaning ourselves. So actually there's a standard service of workspace cleaning associated with this booking. So when I do make the booking here, and again, this exactly the same process, click next, select the confirm the reservation or book it for someone else if I need to. Part of this reservation has this workspace cleaning, so member of cleaning staff can get a notification, they can get an email saying someone has made a reservation at this time at this hot desk, they will leave at this time, please can you go and do a wipe down of that area when they've left. And they will also, if they're using TOPdesk, get a workflow item for that as well, so they can manage their workflow in the back end suitably as well. Why have we kind of configured it like this? Well, because now with hot desks, there's a lot higher volume potentially of workspaces that need to be managed. So whereas before the room booking system, you may have only needed one icon here and it will just go into a calendar and show you, there are 10 meeting rooms available, these are the times they're available at. With hot desks, there's a much higher volume that you need. So for example, if we had within one calendar, potentially up to 300, 400 workspaces, it kind of becomes unmanageable. So linking them to services and then only having them available within these services makes it much more simple for customers to kind of digest the information and find the particular room or service that they need. Another thing that's also important to note is that this can be filtered depending on who's logged in. So we can have a if a staff member logs into the self-service portal, maybe they see both of these icons, so both the reserve a workspace in the building and reserve an office workspace icon. If a student logs in, they don't have visibility of reserving office workspaces because that's not something that is available for them as well. As I said, this was a pre-configured environment just for the reservation services, but what obviously a lot of people are doing are combining that with their general self-service portal. So here we've got an example of an enterprise service management portal where we have the services available for me, like my IT services, my campus maintenance, student life services, maybe software questions, but then also having that icon for reserving a workspace or an icon for, reserve a hot desk in the library, things like that, which could then lead to those further services and further tiles for the building reservations, for example. So it really combines the services and the hot desking into one logical place where people hopefully are used to going anyway to contact IT, but gives them that confidence that they can do things themselves as well. Just wary of time, I would like to show you how this would configured in the back end as well, to show you how easy it is to set up these services, but we've only got 15 minutes today. So if anyone does want to have a further conversation or see what it does look like to configure this in the back end, my contact details are at the end as well. But just to sort of summarize, workplace reservations is quick and easy to implement. It's simple to use and lets you remain in control. Our customers have implemented this without us. They've kind of taken the initiative and configured TOPdesk in a way themselves, and that's where we can use their advice as well from our own perspective to understand what they need and what they've been doing to again pass that out to the wider community. You can also assign specific users to a workplace or area and give them specific tasks, check employees and students in and out, link services such as deep cleaning to reservations. But I think finally, most importantly, it helps keeps customers safe, really. And that's kind of the main aim of what we wanted to do today. Yeah, that's it from me. Has anyone got any questions about that?
Thanks for that, Will. We're running a bit ahead of schedule, so we can wait a bit for any questions to come in. But if not, do you have an email where
yes,
we can contact you?
Yeah, just at the beginning here. Yeah, just will.sibley@topdesk.com.
Okay, fantastic. Looks like our audience are a bit shy today. Okay, if we get any questions come through, we'll be sure to send them your way. But in the meantime, we have an extended break. So thank you for joining us today, Will. Hopefully we'll have you back for the panel session a bit later.
So, thank you very much.
That's great.